Good morning everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be showing y'all how I plant my seed garlic. I already have some garlic growing, I'm just going to be adding on to that. And also I have some seed potatoes that need to be prepped because those will be planted this Saturday, which is in 2 days. And I'm really excited to start that, finally starting to plant in the main garden. I recorded the garlic video a couple days ago. So that's why, like, if the weather looks different or like I look different, I'm wearing something different, that's why. So I just wanted to like mix these in together and make it one nice longer video. And then the next video that I post will be me planting the seed potatoes, which is, I'm gonna do that on Saturday. So the seed potatoes, I have had them up here in the garage. They've been, most of them have been here, I think since January. So yeah, January 2nd. These ones January 2nd. And then I also have more from a different date, February 15th. So these are like a little bit more than a month apart. I need to start weeding out this garlic, because there's just there's a lot of weeds over here. And there's this one weed where it's like, it kind of reminds me of hair because it grows so long and it covers everything. Let me see if I can find a good example. See, these are the weeds I was talking about. See how they're just so long and stringy? These used to be covering all of this like that, and I just pulled them back. But yeah, even here you can see this entire thing was covered. All I had to do was pull everything back. So it's kind of like, it's a good weed barrier, but it gets out of control and it's gotta go. So I put this little fence up here to keep the chickens away from the garlic, but I don't know what I was thinking, because I literally left the biggest gap over here and the chickens always go in there. And this one is dusting herself on my garlics, and that is not okay. So we are going to weed this out, and then I'm going to put this closer to the fence because otherwise we're gonna have no garlic this year. Alright, here's our garlic. There's 39 cloves, so 39 bulbs for $3 doesn't sound bad to me. So let's plant them. Some of them are even, they're starting to grow their little sprouts. There's a bunch of them that are. So that's good. Plant these and hopefully see germination in the next week or 2 weeks. So we got our garlic. I already got a few of them in the ground over here, but I want to tell you guys how to plant these. So there's two parts to the garlic. There's the bottom, which is here, and then there's the top, which is here. Let me focus this a little more. And the bottom, you're gonna wanna stick that in the ground, bottom side up, because on the top is where it sprouts. As you can see here, it's sprouting from the top. And when you plant them, if you plant them upside down, they're either not gonna grow, or they're gonna be like all messed up when they grow, because they don't have they don't have a good opportunity to like completely shoot out of the ground easily. So these need to be bottom side down when you plant them. So you just take the garlic like that and you just stick it in the dirt just like that, and then you just cover them. And for spacing, I would do them about like 6 inches apart. That's not too bad. I wouldn't go any further than that though, because that would be too much. So about 6 inches apart, and always remember, you want the bottom side down and the top side up. All right, we got our garlics in the row. And you can see where I started the second line right here. I was gonna make a new line on the other side, but I would have wasted so much space. So these will be good in between here. And there was actually 40 cloves instead of 39. Which I'm so happy, because it was just bothering me because there was only 39 and it wasn't an even number. So I'm gonna cover these all up, and since like there's always weeds growing and stuff, I'm gonna mulch everything. So I saved the bedding from the chicks when they were in the box, and I'm just gonna mulch this entire bed with their manure and the bedding. So that'll be perfect, and I have a perfect amount for it too. Everything is nice and mulched. I mulched heavier where the garlic has been growing, and I mulched a lot lighter where I just planted the garlic, just so they have an easier time coming up out of the soil. And then once I see them start coming up out of the soil, then I will do a very heavy layer of mulch so that there will be no weeds at all. Because honestly, weeding is the only thing that makes gardening like unenjoyable. I hate pulling out weeds. So mulch helps a lot. The garlic bed is all fenced in, and this time it's chicken proof. No chickens can get in. And there you go. Well, I have some bad news. So I went to go check on the chickens, and I don't know if you guys remember the really small Polish one that just wasn't growing. I found her passed away on the floor in the coop. She was alive this morning when I let them out, but she didn't make it. So I don't know, I was feeling a little bit hopeful for her, but then like I don't know, I didn't really expect her to survive. So I feel bad, but what are you gonna do? It's part of life. Here she is. She was just on the floor. Poor baby. Dang, I had hope for her. I keep thinking about it and it's making me sad, but I'm okay. Poor little chick. I just felt so bad for her because she was so small, but she was feisty. She used to she wouldn't take anything from the other chickens. She would jump on them and stuff. She didn't care. But I don't know. I see a tree company with a wood chipper over there. So I need wood chips for my garden, like bad. And I think I'm going to ask them what they're doing with those wood chips, and if they're not doing enough, then I'm going to ask them to dump them on my property because we use all those for the garden. And then I don't have to go pick them up and haul all the wood chips in my little Ford Escape, because I did that last year. Oh my goodness. It was like wood chip haven for the entire summer. I was finding wood chips randomly in my car, and I lined the entire back of my car with plastic, but still they got everywhere. So if I can have them just dump them on my property, that would be sweet. Anyways, back to the seed potatoes. So yeah, I haven't looked at these in, I don't know, probably like it's been at least a month since I looked at these. So, oh, okay, there's one in there that's questionable, but the rest of them look good. Perfect. So every little nodule on here can be a separate plant. So I need to cut these and then so they can be their own little separate plant. And yeah, they look really cool though. They're like fuzzy and yeah. So this is a seed potato. Literally the only thing you need to do is go to the grocery store and get organic potatoes. They have to be organic because on the organic potatoes, they don't spray them. On the regular potatoes, they spray them with, I don't know exactly what it is, but it's some type of chemical that prevents the potatoes from sprouting like this. And yeah, sometimes you will get a non-organic potato that sprouts, but it's not likely, and it takes a lot longer than these. So here is a beautiful seeded, this is a gold potato, or what is it? It was a Yukon Gold potato. So perfect seed potato right here. So for the Yukon Gold potatoes, I only had one that was moldy, but all of them the rest of them are looking amazing. See these beautiful buds. There's another one.
No, mix it around.
And then I also did some red potatoes, and these sprouts are really pretty. This is another variety. It's a type of fingerling potato. Look how cool those sprouts are. They're sweet. But see, these ones were not organic when I bought them, so I just wanted to test them out. And most of them did not sprout. There's only, let's see, like a couple of them did, and then these ones don't even have any sprouts on them. No sprouts. No sprouts. And these are not organic, these little fingerling potatoes. This one has some sprouts. So that's, you can see like the ones that were organic, all of them sprouted, but the ones that were not organic, there was only like 5 out of 20 potatoes that sprouted. So that's why you always, if you're doing seed potatoes, you always have to use organic potatoes. What I was mentioning earlier, that each sprout produces its own plant. So some of them only have 1 sprout, like this one, and then some of them have 2, some of them have, this one has 4. Actually this one has a lot. So like these will all be individual plants. So it's best if you cut them so they have like their own little section, and then when you cut them you can't plant them right away because they're still moist and they will rot in the ground. So you have to allow them to scab over. So that takes like 1 to 2 days. I would do 2 days just to be safe. And then the part where it's cut, it'll be dry and it'll scab over and it'll be safe to plant in the ground. I'm sorry for all the noise, if you can hear all that noise, because they're grinding up trees over there with the chip grinder. But I went over there to ask them if they can dump those wood chips on my property, and they said yes, so that's awesome. I don't have to go and find wood chips this year. I think I'm going to do that every year. I'll call like a tree service and say, hey, if you guys got some wood chips, just dump them on my property. So yeah, but anyways, back to the potatoes. So there's a good amount that only have 1 sprout, and then there's like these small ones, these ones that weren't organic. They only have like really small sprouts, and there's a few of them on each potato, but I'm just going to leave them whole because I don't really like trust that they'll grow that well. So I'm just gonna leave those. But for the other ones, like this one definitely needs to be cut. So there are 3 beautiful sprouts on this potato. So literally all you have to do is just cut them. So cut each sprout off the potato. There's your potato inside. There's your sprout. And then you'll just lay this down, the cut side up, so that it will scab over and dry. And then you just plant them. It's as easy as that. Oh shoot. So this one, I'll just cut this directly in half like that. And see, from 1 potato, you will have 1, 2, and 3 potato plants. How awesome is that? So we'll lay those down, and then I'll just do the rest. Alright, here are all these seed potatoes, and now all we have to do is get these babies in the garden on Saturday, and that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you again in a few days when we plant these potatoes.